Generic greetings and welcome to Real Estate. Today's beverage is... Good grief, that's actually a quite hot coffee black, no sugar, a very caffeinated beverage indeed. Let me leave it where it is for now to cool down for a bit. Either way, welcome to Real Estate. This is a Tycoon game about building and managing a railway. The idea is that we have to bid on permission to lay said track, run some trains, do some various upgrades in order to, with the end result really to make money. The idea is obviously it's a Tycoon game and we have to beat our opponents, which are either AI or human controlled, although we might not be able to tell for much longer. Either way, we're going to jump in. I'm going to show you a little bit of it. I have played the campaign up to about level 10 or so, and there's a skirmish mode as well, which we will be trying in a bit. Contest is like your, different goals and stuff, and then you've got your multiplayer component, which is there as well. So you've got different lobbies as well as a campaign mode, so you can play co-op campaign, which is nice to see. However, like I say, our focus is on the skirmish, and you can change your avatar. So we can go with that's proper Tycoon guy there, cigar and top hat and the very twiddly mustache. That's a technical term. We've got that looks like a character from a comic. We're gonna go actually with what it's give us there, but you can change like the color and stuff of your avatar and stuff. But we're gonna go with them. Game speed is fast. We've got countdown, which I'm gonna put up to 10 seconds, actually 15 seconds. That's because when we first start, we do have a little bit of time to go around. And then we have the environment, which is summer. You can go to winter and desert, etc. We're going to keep it summer. Mountains, lakes, and rivers. Now, the former two, mountains and lakes, are normally on off, but I'm going to go with random just to give it a nice bit of variety. There's an extra cargo element for matching things, but we're going to keep that off for now. And then you can have your seed, which I'm just going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, just in case, for whatever reason, you wanted to follow these along. So we have ourselves, generics in. We have H, Jingle Pot, and M Cuppa Cup, which I love the names. You can add AI on as well, but we're just going to stick with, actually we'll add 4 AI and we're going to go with let's go, can we change, I'm going to change the name to Bismarck because that's generally our nemesis on Sid Meier's Railroads exclamation mark. Let's just go to start here, and this is the map that we've been presented with. Let me just actually go to pause for a moment. So the idea, as I said, is that you need to build up your railway, and in order to do so, the big component of the game, probably one of the biggest actually, is bidding, and it is a, I was going to say a silent auction, but I don't think that's the term. It's a hidden bidding system. So we'll place a bid on something and other members will do too. In this case, the AI, and then depending on obviously who bids the highest, they win that. So I, for example, can I'm gonna go over to the sort of northeast here, and I'm gonna pick some locations. So you see locations, they've got numbers. These are like the population. So obviously, the bigger the area, so whether it be a little village, a town, or a city, they'll generally have more transport. So I'm just gonna go from Dunley to Thornfield, and it's 987 to put the basic bid on that, and we can up the bid or we can put it down. I'm going to say I want to put 2,000 on that. That's what I'm going to bid, but I don't know what the AI is going to bid, but we've got it for 2,000, so we've obviously bid the highest. The AI could have only bid 100 or whatever the minimum was, but we have bid the highest, so that's what we pay. And then I've just spent a bit of money to build the track, and there you go. So now we have Dunley and Thornfield connected, and we now got this this train running back and forward. So we don't have to place the trains or anything like that, it just automatically runs. If we zoom out, we can see that someone has just got a bid here over, this C. Ravencroft from Greyfield to Grantham. I'm going to go and probably go over to maybe to Bramford, maybe. Oh, it's far too expensive to do that, which is why you have to start with generally with the smaller locations. At the top, by the way, it shows you, I'll just pause it again, shows you the month, and every time that ticks over, you gain your money. So yeah, we got generic units of currency. We're going to get 216. Currently got 1.8 thousand. 1,860, and then you've got the basically your maintenance upgrade point type of things, the cogs. The game ends when it gets to the end of the season, which is I think 1900. So we got 20 years, and yeah, that's it basically. And the highest score wins. That's how you win the game. Right, what shall I do now? I think I'm going to unpause it, and I'm going to go for there to there, and I'm going to bid maybe another 2,000. It might look that I'm being a bit like I'm spending a bit too much, and I probably am, but my reasoning is I'm going to place lots of small railways around here, then connect them all up to Holloway. Here we go, look. So this is H Jingle Pot, who has put a railway between Bramford and Dunley, and I've sadly not been able to get that. And now we've got another person over here, Ravencroft. They're bidding here, so I can outbid them if I really want to. Let's put all my money that I currently have in there, but I didn't get it. So everyone's heading over here, which is interesting. Let me go with if we got Grimsley and Shadebrook. However, if I did that, I'd probably run out of cash. Let's say my idea is to connect up around and then go to Holloway, and then because there's more stuff going between the two, it's going to work out pretty well for us. At least that's the idea. You can click on the information panel and it shows you a nice readout as to the capacity, the speed, and the overall financials. So basically, the one we're looking for is ROI, return on investment, total 12%. So that's all good. This one over here is good. Oh, this one here, Thornfield to Denham. We really want to get that. We really want to have that ourselves. So I'm going to... Oh, there's one over here, which I don't really want. So there we are. That's the AI doing it. And this one I really, really want. So I'm going to put all my funds into that. You can see this ticking down. And I probably will wait to the last possible moment to bid on that. Oh, it looks like you can only put the maximum amount that you had when the auction started. I'm going to say max bid. And we've got that. Because I really, really wanted that. I didn't want the AI to have it. However, because we bought it now, I will build track between it. And then we'll see a lot more passengers on this one. You can see total leaderboard here. I am last. So yeah, good game. There we are. However, I'm now right on the top because I've built this here. This one is struggling a little bit. It's now in the red because, well, basically the capacity is over what it can have. So I can spend some of our cogs. I don't know what the terms actually are for that one, but I can spend it to increase capacity. And I do expect to see more stuff going back and forward. So I'm going to go Ashcombe to Fenton, and we're going to put $2,000 on that one, and probably Shadebook to Grimsley. I'm going to call that Grimsby. I know, so apologies in advance. We've also got one going Highwater to Ashcombe, and I want to bid on that as well. I'm going to max that out. So, as I said, a big part of the game is this auction system, and it's not a system as in, you know, the max bid is shown, you then place a bid, and it alternates between the highest bidders. Oh, that is something I really, really want. However, I can't afford it. Not enough funds when the auction started. I needed more funds, so that's something I can't do. So, yeah, looks like Jingle Pot's got that. I am going to have to... I'm going to have to connect up. I think it would be best to go to Thornfield. Oh, it's going to cost $4,000. $4,000. It's far too expensive. Far too expensive. There's another one over here, and I'm just going to put a cheeky bid on it because why not? You know, if we get it cheap, then yeah, all good. And that one there, Holloway to Denham, we really want that. I'm going to put all my money into that because I don't have much of an option. I'm also going to increase our capacity from Thornfield to Denham, and darn it, they've got that. So you can see the AI is basically clustering around here where I'm doing my own thing. And then there's another one from Fenton to Shadebrook, which we do want, but I'm not going to pay a ridiculous amount because, well, yeah, I don't want to. We've not won that either. Yeah, okay. Well, let's go from here to here then, and I will say I'm going to get that one. That's 8,800. Yeah, so like a lot of the contemporaries are people stay away from one another to establish things, whereas I found that the AI does like to get in your face. It really does. So that is what it is really. But let's see. We are still top scoring, so we must be doing all right. Denholm's going to get pretty good. But if I build over here, it means that the M Copper Cup might make more money. But then I've got two going back and forward. I'm going to go to Thornfield because ideally there's going to be Norcombe to Thornfield and then over to Denham and back and forward. So I want to do that. This one's also been bid on, which is Birchstone. And again, what you can do is click on. I like this. It's a nice feature. So it doesn't matter where you are. You can click on the auction and it brings you to where they are. I'm going to put a cheeky bid on that just because why not? Oh well. And then this one here, which I really want, so I'm going to put all my money into because that one there will be a nice little earner. And we'll see what happens. I didn't get it, sadly. This one needs to be upgraded, so I will do that. We've got one over here, which I'm not going to bother with. I'm also now going to establish something factory fresh over this side because, you know, it's completely sort of untapped territory. And because of that, I'm not going to spend a huge amount of money on it. Yeah. So there doesn't seem to be any reason not to just constantly bid on things and just constantly expand. Like, why not? As far as I can tell. You can only put one auction at one go. You see, you already have an active auction, so you can't have multiples of those. Oh, looks like someone else has just got that there as well. Oh, there's one we really, really want. I'm going to put, say, 12,000 on that. High water storm field, and then we'll build that. Then we'll upgrade this one. Anything that's in red, basically, I will upgrade it. You can upgrade the capacity and you can upgrade the speed. Like this one's upgrading. This one's going from Norcombe to Tidden. I'm going to say I'll pay 6 grand for that one because then I can go to Penrose. That looks like I haven't got it. Okay, I'm going to outflank them over to Penrose. So you can see it's quite a frantic game, or it can be quite frantic. Obviously, you can pause it at any time, so that's fine. Let's go over to here. Did I win that one? I think I did. Now I have another one over to Kingsclere. I'm going to put all my money into that one. And we didn't win that either. Okay. Fine. And then there's another one over here, which... you can have that. I'm not getting into that. Let me upgrade the capacity on both of these. So that's all good. And then I'm going to go to Beechwood. We'll bid on that one. So we'll go from Brambleton to Loxley to Beechwood, then to Waverley, and then Followmere, and hopefully up and round. Looks like we've got that. I would like to go to Longwick, but it's not going to happen. That's nothing to do with me, that one. Let's go over to Waverley. So I'm going to put in... Oh, see, this is where the whole hidden auction thing comes in, where you don't know. You're basically gambling that the AI is not going to take it, or they're not going to want it. But I am going to go over here and I'm going to spend all my money because I think that's going to be a good earner. Obviously, we have to take into account the end time of the... Oh, where's that? There. That could be useful for us. Let's put all the money I have, but I've already got another auction going. I don't think I'm going to win that. Oh, looks like I did. Didn't expect to do that, but there you go. Not enough funds when the auction started, so I'm not going to be able to get this. Is that right? Nope, not right. I'm just going to ignore the bottom over there. It's just not going to happen. There's high water. I will get a bid on that one all the way out to Morningside. Didn't get that one. I just want to break out of this section I've got going here. So let's see. That should work well. Because if we go to Weatherall, then that's going to be really, really good. Looks like we've got it. So we'll pick that up. Because obviously it's about trying to figure out where the trains are going to go and where they're going to go from and to, and where they're going to grow. So obviously everything's going to be going through high water over to here and then back around. So it's going to be quite important. I'm going to say, because of that, max the bid out on that one. I don't expect anyone being able to beat that. Because one of the things that you can happen... basically, you get this sort of snowball effect where you've got so much money, you don't care. You know, you are just... Like this one from here to here. Like, I could just put all my 5 grand in that because I'm already... No, didn't get it, actually. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I was going to say, I could bid more. That's actually not a bad run. I didn't get to Grimsby before, so I'm going to go over to Grimsby. I didn't get to Grimsby. Oh, well. Like I say, we'll come over to here. High water to Kingsland. Let's say 15 grand. Why not? There's also one to Fenton as well, which I didn't get and build. This one here. Max that out. This one, upgrade capacity already. Build over there. There's one in Harley. And looks like someone's starting to build over at this area. Obviously, I've not played enough to really get into the minutiae of the... Like, is it best to just walk away and start from scratch? I don't know. I don't really need any part of that, but I will put a bid on just because you never know. Yeah, I don't know whether it's, like I say, it's best to walk away and do something elsewhere. Because you can bid anywhere and it doesn't seem to matter the distance of it. Like, you can just do that. You know, like, why not is the question. You don't need the competitors. I guess the downside is that you're not going to have the passive traffic through it. Whereas this one, like, for example, Witherell's going to be ridiculously profitable. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. It's not that I can. That's upgrading. Anything in red, I will upgrade. You can see the capacity needs to go up. That one's going to be pretty good as well. But no, I don't need any part of that. Naturally, a longer game will be, you know, more about the long-term upgrades and such. That one, Lyndhurst all the way to High Water. I want all my money into that because that is a really good route. And mainly I just didn't want... I didn't want them to have that. And then it means I can also branch out from Lyndhurst to Fleetwood, which I will put all my money into as well. But in terms of leaderboard, we are top on 4,177. The next highest is 1,800, 1,800, and 1,300. Basically, we are absolutely flying. And yeah, it's that snowball effect that once it's going, you know, there's no reason not to just spend as much as you possibly can. Here's the one here, Highcroft to Thistlewood. They're trying to get in on that, but I can probably just outbid at this stage. That's upgrading. Oh, I didn't get that one. Shame. Another one over here. See, I can just, if I really want to, just go, you know what, I'm going to start a new thing here. And why not? Lyndhurst over to Meldford. I don't really want that. No, I don't think so. God, that's just an explosion in a rail factory, that, isn't it? It's all over the place. I'm going to upgrade the speed of this. As to the difference between capacity and speed, I just prefer to go for capacity, but I don't know exactly what the... Let's say the big... I'm just going for, as long as the trains are not completely full, then that should be all good, right? So I normally go with capacity. I think I've just lost out on something that was over there. Oh, well, matters not. It doesn't cost, as I said, to do the auctions. Lyndhurst over to Melford. That's running well. See, I'm just waiting for upgrade points now because I've got like 60... How much have I got? I've got 71,000, so I'm going to go from there to there. And I'll just put... I can put 30 grand into it because there's no one, probably, that can even afford that or will pay that amount. They have not. And we'll put another one in here, another 20 grand. But I have to be wary of the score because we are 2/3 of the way through the game. That one there. Oh, that's pretty good. Let me bid on that one. No, didn't get it. Okay. We'll go to here. This one's here though. Yeah. Put half my funds in. Can't get that because, you know, we've already got bids on the go. Let's just keep spamming the auction house. As I said, anything that requires... Anything that's like... would benefit... Oh, because that's actually losing money, that one. Anything that... lost that as well. Anything that's in red, I just generally go for the upgrade. You can click and hold on the location as well to see what's connected. I think it would be best to try and connect up some of these railways. Let me go for a really... Oh, that's an auction winner there. Didn't even know I'd bid on that one. But I will put bids on it because, like I say, I can... I can do that. Didn't get that one, though. This one. I'm going to try and connect up all of this. So I'm going to go to Crowfield and then to Blackmare. Which didn't work out again. Okay. Is there a way I can get over that? I can go direct. And I will put 57,000 into it. And then we will have a good connection all the way around. I don't think... Can you cross? No, you can't cross. Yeah. That needs to... What needs to be upgraded? That needs to be upgraded. That needs to be upgraded. And that one is going to see a lot of traffic going through. Naturally, the longer game, obviously, the more upgrading and such you'll be doing. because this game is going to end before even probably half of the towns and cities are actually connected up. So it's important to understand. Let's see around here. No. Maybe there. Stormbrook. I guess what you can do as well is it's a 20-second countdown for stuff. And if I bid or I don't bid, obviously that puts it in the queue. Or that'll if everyone bids, it cancels the auction, like it's ended. But if I just wait for it to time out, it means it's less auctions. So it means that if I'm at the top, the only way you can really make more money is by getting more stuff and running more train. So it's actually best for me to plug up the auction house and not bid on anything. Whether I would like to say, I won't say yes or no. I'll just put my own stuff in. And this, for example, which is a really good line, that would be a really, really profitable line if it weren't for almost near the end of the game. So I'm not going to say no, I'm just going to wait. I'll let it time out and do its own thing, because it means that other people can't bid on it. Because I'm happy with the status quo. So yeah, then the next one's going to be mine, and again, I've got loads of time. So that will be fine. Which we've got. Then I'll plug it. I'll do the auction house again. Look, keep going. Oh, there's another one here. Good for them. Upgrades wise, that needs to go up. That needs to go up. See, lots and lots of high water is basically the center of rail traffic. I think that and Thornfield, not Holloway, which is a surprise. That one should be run actually. Should run that one. That one I don't want. I'll opt out of that one. I know it's going to skip the auction then quickly, but there you go. Ours is next over here. I'll put in 34 because it's so close to the end. I don't have any. I'm under no illusions that that's not going to make any money. But I do want to run there to there. Let's put a bit of money on that. Get that one. And this one over here. Get 50 grand on that one. Never going to make me any money. Because now it's countdown to the end of the game. But we have definitely secure with that. And then I can connect it up to here. And then it's another good round point connection. I think I've hardly upgraded any speed on our... That's a good connection. Not going to have it though. Yeah, I don't think I've really upgraded much in terms of the speed of the lines. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure as to what that accomplishes. I just go for capacity mainly. This one definitely needs to be faster though. Well, definitely needs to be more. That's for sure. And oh, we didn't win that one. We didn't get the connection, and that was a good thing by the AI to get that. Sadly, it's the last month, so it ain't going to help. So that is the end of the game, and there we go. We have achieved victory. Jerickson number 1 at a score of 7,848. Next highest is C. Ravencroft on 3,910, shall I say, and M. Copper Cup, which is the... Yes, third place, 2,519. Congratulations. What's a good thing as well is you can scrub through the stats, and not only does it show you the stats for like what you've built and what your score is and things like that, which is really good. I like that you can actually see the expansion of it, so it goes from there all the way to there. Nice, that's quite organic bit of building there, and you can search for specific buildings and specific locations to show what the readout is and stuff. Either way, we will come out of that. We'll go back to lobby. I should return. Yes, we do. And back to the main menu. That has been a bit of real estate. Bit of a rush through and a bit more of a briefer one, but I think it gets across the moment to moment of the gameplay. As I said, you are a tycoon and you are building and bidding, and well, it can be quite frantic. However, you can, as we've seen, alter the countdown as well as the time. So you can go with, for example, if you really want a slow game and the game is like 30 minutes with a 30-second auction, you can add in like cargo things, which is conduct matching cargo for extra revenue, so a little bit of an added gameplay element there. More AI if you want, which is, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like I say, there's multiplayer and stuff like that, and a campaign. But yeah, that has been a bit of real estate. I have enjoyed what I've played. The auction side of it, I can understand if it will not be for everybody. Some people do like the whole there's a bid and then you outbid and then it's back and forward. The typical, I think is the typical sort of auction thing, you know, and then, you know, that sort of thing. That's the technical term. You are bidding other people and you can see what they're bidding. This is more of guesswork, and we don't know really how it works. So I can imagine that rubbing some people up the wrong way. They're not knowing what's going to be bid and not getting what you want, etc. But it is quite quick to do, which is obviously the advantage, that you can just look at it and say, I think it's worth this. There you go. The bid's in. Job done. You either get it or you don't. You just have to manage it. But I can see it potentially being a bit of a sticky point for people. But yeah, it plays fast. I enjoy the moment to moment of it. And yeah, it is what it is. It's a fairly simple train building game. Obviously, there's very few upgrades and stuff, and you're not actually building specific trains and things like that and putting them together and such. So quite simple in that sense. But if you like what you see, then by all means check the link out in the description. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Overall, like I say, have a job what I've played. Let me know what you think as well. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. And generic partings.